One thing you need to understand is very clear. Criticism is a compliment made when you are doing right. That is how to handle criticism. Is a compliment. Never see criticism as something that is bad, something you cannot handle. Oh, it's personal. No. As a matter of fact, to an achiever, to somebody that is making impact, to somebody that is touching lives, criticism should be seen as a compliment. The only stone that failure throws at success is criticism. Most of the time, a lot of people suffer in the hands of critics, not knowing that what they are criticizing you about or criticizing you for is something that is hitting them hard. When truth hits you hard, when you are really feeling bad, that somebody is knocking the truth on your head, on your forehead, on your throat, please accept it and change. Don't ever allow critics to put you in crisis. Life is in a way that when you're being criticized, you become a celebrity. The stone that failure throws at success is the stone of criticism. Ṣẹ̀rí ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ pé mọ̀jú kẹ́ máa wo àléébù lára nǹkan tí ó bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí wọ́n ń wo àléébù lára nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín, nǹkan tí ò yé yín ni pé wọ́n fi sọ pé ẹ ṣe dáadáa ni. Ẹ má wò bí ìjà àbí ìbínú, torí kò yé wọn ni. Nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, tó bá ń ṣe nǹkan táwọn èèyàn bá tẹ́lbẹ́lú ẹ̀, ò ṣe nǹkan dáadáa ni. Tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe nǹkan tó dáa táwọn èèyàn tó ń tẹ́ńbẹ́lú ẹ̀, àṣírí tó wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló ń tẹ́ńbẹ́lú nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan ni tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó ń fọ́ lórí, àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan ni tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó ń run nínú, àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan ni tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó ń gbá létí. Tí ọ̀rọ̀ bá ti wá gbá wà létí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, kì í ṣe pé ká bu ẹnu lù tàbí ká bàjẹ́. Ó ń sọ fún wa pé ká yí padà ní oko tí àwọn tí wọn ò bá ti lu àlùyọ tó máa ń lẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn tó bá lu àlùyọ. Ó ní oko pé kò ṣe dáadáa, kí ló ń ṣe, kí ló dà, kí ló ń sọ, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Yorùbá ní àánjú wọn ò ṣe wí lẹ́jọ́. Ìjà ìlara ò kì í tán bọ̀rọ̀. Ìlara ló máa ń jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn máa ń tẹ́ńbẹ́lú kan. Bóyá ó ń gbọ́ mi lénìí tó yẹ pé gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ṣe náà máa ń pull down. What is it? You are not doing it well. Why are you doing it? Please check yourself. It's not bad. It is not everybody that is criticizing you. Critics are for few people, and criticism is a stone that failure throws at success. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. This is Shematters on Fresh FM. We have a leader. There is a man that is passionate about excellence. He does not believe in mediocrity. He believes what is worth doing is worth doing well. Who am I talking about? It's only Dr. Ayefele, the CEO of Fresh FM Nigeria. I celebrate him so dearly. He's so committed to excellence. And let me tell you something. Excellence is a ladder. He's climbing it consistently, making waves, dynamic, creative, just blessing his generation. You know, there are 3 types of people on earth. A set of people that their generation will curse. Oh, kí ló wá ṣe, ẹ wò nǹkan tó ṣe, ẹ wò wà tó wù. Another set of people are the ones their generation will bless. Wow. Yinka Ayefele came to this world, make impact. You can't forget him. You cannot miss his name. His name is written in gold. Then we have some set of people that their generation ignores. They are just there as if they are not there. I don't know where you want to belong. But to my brother, Dr. Ayefele, his generation is celebrating him. He's passionate about legacy. On his behalf, I welcome you to Shematters. It's going to be explosive. Please invite your friends. Do everything to tell people to tune in. Today is going to be another blast. It's so interesting that the Shematters of last Sunday rock some women, shook some tables. Hear me and hear me clearly. Yorùbá ní onílé ìtànná sílẹ̀ ẹ̀ta rẹ̀ náà ń sọ fún. I am not saying your husband is good. I'm not saying he's perfect. One thing I've discovered in this life, some people even said that I'm always supporting men. I'm not supporting men. A wise woman builds her home. A woman is a builder. Do you know that in marriage, you don't change your spouse? You change for your spouse to change. If your husband comes with a negative attitude and you change it to a positive attitude, what will happen? Let me give you a story. There was this man that the doctor said he was going to die. Gave out a lot of sicknesses, a lot of diagnoses that ikú ni wọ́n ti sọ pé ó máa kú. So the doctor now told his wife that he wanted to see him privately. He saw the man, he said, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? The man said, nothing. I'm done. My body is aching me. I did everything. My health is dying. I want to die. He said a lot of things that made the doctor to say, okay, I've seen you privately. Let me see your wife privately. And they called the wife. And the man said, you know what you are going to do? When you go home, change your attitude. Number 1, don't criticize him again. Number 2, prepare his best meal. Number 3, don't complain about anything. Number 4, make move for sex. Number 5, compliment him. Look at the things he has done well over the years. Use it to compliment him. Number 6, look for praiseworthy qualities in him. Kan ṣàwọn lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan pé kí ni ẹni ṣe tí àwọn ará àta ń sọ pé ó ṣe dáadáa, kí ni ẹni ṣe táwọn èèyàn ń sọ ń pa ẹ̀. Praiseworthy qualities in him. Number 7, every night lay his bed, do everything. Then number 8, make sure breakfast, lunch and dinner you give him his best food. Just give him his best food. No complaint, no murmuring, no gossip, no backbiting, no fighting, nothing. A week after was their next appointment. The doctor will call the wife. How is he doing? The wife will say, I'm surprised. Oh, he's getting better. He's even more happy. We are laughing. We are gisting. We are playing. The doctor will call again and say, sir, what did you do to my husband? He's getting better. He's not complaining about blood pressure again. He's not complaining about headache again. He's not complaining about anything again. I don't know what has happened. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? The day of the appointment, the doctor asked the wife, what is it that has happened? The wife said, honestly, I don't know. But everything you told me to do, I did. And I just noticed that he's beginning to be happy. His life is back. He's excited. He makes us laugh. The children are happy. Sometimes we sleep on the same bed. All of us. We were 5 on the family. Myself, my husband, and 3 children. We sleep on the same bed. And sometimes we doze off. Sometimes we are watching something on our phones, on daddy's phone. Everybody is bubbling over. Everybody is happy. Joy has been restored to my home. Doctor, what did you do? You know what the doctor said? I did not do anything. I just told you to change your attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. In marriage, you don't change anybody. You change for your spouse to change. Can we just do something today? Every woman at the sound of my voice, change your method. It's only a fool that does the same thing the same way, expecting a different result. I'm not saying your husband is perfect. Men have problems. Men have burden. Men are success driven. Men are achievement conscious. The things that goes on their head. You don't want to be a man, honestly. You don't want to be a man. Yorùbá ní borí bá ṣe tó ló ṣe ń fò lórí, orí ń fọ́ àwọn ọkùnrin. They are success driven. You don't know the level of competition a man go through. He goes through the competition with his wife. And most women, they don't even see anything good in their husband though. Everything they do must be judged. So the man is dying gradually. Have you noticed that men die earlier than women? Check the statistics of death. The mortality rate of men is much more because men, the way they think, they are success driven. They are conscious of what will people say. Their self-esteem is being crushed every day. They are living in a life in a system where the level of competition is very high. Tó bá ti wo mate wọn báyìí, tó ti kọ́lé, tó ti ralẹ̀, tó ń wo ẹgbẹ́ wọn, tó ṣe lé, tí ò ṣe lé, tó ń ṣe lé, táwọn ò ṣe. They are beginning to think. The next thing is drugs. The next thing is carrying women. The next thing is going into alcohol. The next thing is looking for a side chick. So if I'm talking to you as a woman, you better listen to me and don't think I'm not. It's your life. Come on now. If you see how many women that have abused me this week, I didn't even know what I said last week. Me, you better understand. I open my mouth and it's filled, and I say what I'm prophesying as I'm commanded. Eti ẹ̀gbọ́n náà. Ṣé bó nílé ìtọ́nà sílé ẹ̀ ṣé bí tààrà ẹ̀ náà sọ fún. Ṣé lèmi ni? It's your home. If you like, you are female biased, everything, you are talking to women, you are just biased. I'm not biased. Shewari o, ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run àbàtà ni. I'm not sent to you. Block me. Don't talk to me again. Turn off your radio. Don't listen to me again. It's not a problem. But I want all on me see. If you see how many women have complimented me in this last week episode, I felt as if you gave me £1 billion. And that's the truth. So I'm not bothered about those who refuse to hear me. I'm bothered about those who are always listening to me. I want to do more. I want to say more. I want to help you more. Do you know how many women say, Ma, you have helped my marriage. You have changed my orientation. What did this woman, what did she do? She just changed. She changed. And she's not going to be a sudden widow. Simple. She changed. She just look at it pé ẹ̀gbọ́n náà. Ọkùnrin ló mọ ibi tó rí tí ń ta, ló mọ ibi tẹ́sẹ̀ tí ń ta. Let me empathize and sympathize with this man. Let me just look for things that are good in him and stop complaining. How many of you will allow your husband to have sex with you without asking? Ìwọ́n tí ẹ kòbókò ló ń fi ìbálòpọ̀ ṣe nu marriage ẹ. Wàá ò pé wàá padà wàá bá mi bí wàá rí wàá bá mi. Wàá ló ń jáde. Èmi ò validate kéèyàn jáde o. Mi dẹ̀ sọ pé kéèyàn ṣàgbèrè. Yorùbá ní tògìrì Yorùbá lànà aláǹgbá ò ní wọ. If you open the door for another woman, she will come in. Simple. And obìnrin pọ̀ jọkùnrin lọ, ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ náà. Ọlọ́run wá fún ẹlẹ́yọ kan tó ń dúró sílé, tó ń sanwó school, tó ń fún yín lówó oúnjẹ bí ò tiẹ̀ tó ń ṣe díẹ̀ tó lè ṣe. Ó wá ń fi nasty attitude, bad manners, ó fẹ́ fi ràn lọ sí early grave, ó fẹ́ fi sọ di ẹni tó yẹ pé ó máa wo àrùn ìfúnpá gíga. For what? Listen to me. Men are very, very weak. Kàn mọ̀ pé ṣàkàrà náà ń ṣe ni. Most men are weak. Oh my goodness. You need to know how weak men are inside. In every king, there is a kid. Your husband is a king, but he's a kid inside. How do you know? Ma fún àwọn kankan fẹ́yìn obìnrin lẹ́ni. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ mi ni o, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ mi ẹ pa rédíò. Kò lé. I don't have problems. Thank God it's airwaves. You can decide to kó pòṣé kó pa rédíò. But let me just tell you, then digress kí n tó máa sọ ibi tí kid ti wà nù king. Number one, hear me very well. If you don't build your home, your children will hate you in your old age. If you don't work on your marriage, listen, it's better to work on your marriage. It's better for you to work on your marriage, build your relationship. Let your children know pé obìnrin ni ìyá mi, ìyá ni ìyá mi. Than for you to say, tí o bá ti ṣe, mi náà ò ṣe o, kó ní kálukú máa lọ́n lọ ẹ̀. Mi ní kẹ́ má separate, mi ní kẹ́ má divorce. If there is a need for it, separate for some time, but do counseling. Don't ever let your marriage end without therapy or counseling and say, we go our different ways. Don't say that. Don't do that. If you are a man, you are listening to me, explore professional help before you finalize separation and divorce. There are people they cannot change. They have a personality disorder, but let a professional judge it. Let a professional put a signature and say, well, based on this analysis, based on this and this and this and this relationship has this issue. Even I have had cases of people that are married, they are having serious issues, and we did a compatibility test, and they were not compatible. Today, professionally, they are okay, they are together. We worked on those weaknesses. Not to talk of just buru and loniye buru. We are going we are done. We are not doing it again. Excuse me, have you forgotten? Ìbá aṣọmọ kan ló wà nínú marriage, they still need to be careful. Ibi tí erin méjì bá ti ń jà, mo ti sọ tipẹ́tipẹ́, mo tún tẹnu mọ́. Koríko mi ò kí ń jìyà, ìmí máa kú dànù ni. You know how many children's destiny has been truncated in the name of consistent conflict? You know how many homes that their children cannot even keep their own homes because daddy and mommy did not keep their homes. You know, when I talk like this and I talk with so much pain and passion, I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the reality of life. I'm talking about what is here, what is real, something you can touch, you can feel, you can handle. I went to speak at a couple's dinner, and I said something that the woman came up and said, tó wá pé mo ti mọ̀ yín tàbí mo ti gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yín ni, kò ní bad báyìí, kò ní burú báyìí, ọmọ mi kò ní di ẹni tí ó wà on drugs lénìí, mi ní ọmọ 15 tó ti lóyún báyìí mà. Ìgbà tèmi àtọkọ mi ń jà mi mójútó àwọn ọmọ mi. When I talk like this, I know what I'm saying. By the grace of God, there is no institution in this world that they talk about relationship that have not sat under their tutelage. I don't need anybody to tell me that I know what I know. Nǹkan tèmi máa ń rò lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Èmi máa ń wo 10-15 years. Mo máa ń wò gbà tó ẹ pé ìtọ̀ ò ní dúró mọ́. Ẹ máa ní láti lo dáàpà láti fi mútọ̀ dúró lára yín. Mo ń wò gbà tẹ́ máa ní àìníà. Tọ́ máa ní kẹ́ wá san 1.5 million láti ṣe operation. Ṣé ọmọ téèyàn ò bá tọ́jú máa rántí pé èèyàn ṣe operation ni? Forget whether you are rich or you are poor. It's the same. It's the same principles that guards the earth and the world. Kò sí yàtọ̀ anything. Kò sọ́la o. Everybody tomorrow starts today. When you understand the dynamics of what I'm saying, you will listen to me with your heart. Wàá repent tó bá ní láti repent. Wàá túyángún, wàá tọ́bẹ̀sẹ̀ tó bá rò nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. Because listen, gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Ìgbà mélòó lèèyàn fi ń gbó? Mo ń sọ nǹkan kan sí ìgbà wo mo 40. Mo ti 50 sẹ́yìn. 60 mo ń wò lọ́jọ́ tó ń bọ̀ yìí. Next year I'll be 60. Kí ló tún kù lẹ́yìn 60, 70, 80, 90? Kí ló kù? Ìgbà wo ni 10 years fi ń pé? Ìgbà wo ni 20 years fi ń pé? Ìgbà wo ni 30 years fi ń pé? If you are able to sit down now that your health is your marriage, your wealth is your marriage, your happiness is your marriage, ńgbà tẹ́ bá dàgbà, tẹ́ bá darúgbó. I've seen children that refuse to talk to their mom because of what they did to their dad. And I've seen children that refuse to talk to their dad because of what they did to their mom. So agbajanwo la fi ń sọ̀yà. You need to put your head together, put your heads together, put your resources together, and come down. And the two of you tell yourself, ẹ̀gbọ́n náà, ètò àti ṣe ètò gbogbo rádaràda rédèrèdè ìjà ní ọ̀la gbàgbós à ń báyé ara wa jẹ́, à ń bọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ iwájú ara wa jẹ́. You need to talk sense to yourself. It's not that you will come back and be judging me and be rude to me on the phone. Don't dare it again. I've blocked the person. I don't have problems because you are not paying me for what I'm doing anyway. I'm helping generation. I'm blessing humanity. I'm making impact. I'm telling my world that the world can be a better place to live. I'm telling you that your children, no, not my children, your own children can be happy, that you can make yourself happy. Can I say this to every woman? A man is the head of the home. The spirit of a woman rules the home. You are the one in charge of your home. Mon soti temi. A woman is in charge. You determine the atmosphere. You determine the temperature. You determine the thermometer of your home. I'm telling you the truth. Don't tell me, come here, shekini kon. Listen. I've written 64 books. One of them is when a woman makes up her mind, she's dangerous. Tí obìnrin bá pinnu pé ilé òun máa tò, ó máa tò. Let me see a woman that intentionally, deliberately puts effort in her marriage that the marriage does not work. Even if she's separated, even if she divorced, she will put her children together. A rí pé kíní yóò yà kò scatter because she's a strong woman. That's the secret. Woman, you have the strength. You have the energy. Don't join the class of women. Ẹgbẹ́ kí ló kó ṣe, kí ló wà ńbẹ̀, a lè ṣe jù báyìí lọ, má dáhùn o torí ọjọ́ ogbó. Ṣé rí kò sí nǹkan téèyàn bá gbìn ló máa ká. If you labor over your home as a woman, you labor over your home as a man, you put a lot of sacrifice into it. Wàá jẹ láyé yìí. Ó tẹ̀ ní jẹ́, ó ní tẹ̀bà láyé kó lọ gbọ́bẹ̀ lọ́run. Wàá jẹ láyé yìí. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ jókòó ni wọ́n á tọ́jú ẹ, mọ́mí o, wọ́n á pẹ́ láyé, wọ́n á tọ́jú ẹ, wọ́n á take care. Ìdí nìyẹn tó fi gbọ́dọ̀ ya wèrè. Ìdí nìyẹn tó fi gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀ alárùn, hypertension, stroke, diabetes. Ó ní ìdí ẹ̀. That's why I'm teaching you what to do. I'm teaching you what to do. Let me tell you, men are weak. Ẹ jẹ́ sọ tòótọ́ fún wa. Ńgbà tó Ọlọ́run dá ọkùnrin, ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ó ní òun á pe olùrànlọ́wọ́ fún. Who is a helper? A help is someone that wants to help somebody that does not have strength. Tí n bá fẹ́ gbé tébù nsìn, tí n bá ní ẹ ràn mí lọ́wọ́ láti gbé, ṣé mo lè gbé? Mo ṣe ní kán ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run ní olùrànlọ́wọ́ lóbìnrin. Your husband is weak o. Adìyẹ ńlá àgùn ìyẹn ni ò jẹ́. Men are weak. Ẹlòmíà ní kí lóbìnrin tún sọ lẹ́nu. Ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ fún yín. Men are weak. We are just weaker. and listen to me, mi ìgbàgbọ́ pé obìnrin weak. You know why? Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin kọ́lọ́n ti ẹ̀kan ṣe ń jọ kan kọ́lọ́n ní ayé tó ń bọ̀ ayé yìí náà Ọlọ́run lè kò sí nǹkan tó Ọlọ́run ò lè ṣe kó ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ẹ wá lóyún ọjọ́ kan ṣó máa ṣe é ṣe? Ẹ̀yin obìnrin tẹ́ ti lóyún rí ṣó máa ṣe é ṣe? Kò sí nǹkan tí obìnrin ò lè ṣe tó bá pinnu. Tí ọkùnrin bá wo ayé ẹ̀ dáadáa tó bá wo bí tó dáa délé ni obìnrin ló contribute sí. Ó lè jẹ́ ìyá ẹ̀, ó lè jẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n obìnrin, ó lè jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀, ó lè jẹ́ obìnrin gbọ́dọ̀ wà láyé ọkùnrin kọ̀ọ̀kan káyé ẹ̀ tó dá sẹ́ẹ̀. Nǹkan tẹ́yin obìnrin ò mọ̀ nìyẹn. If you know how powerful you are as a woman, you will not even ní jà rárá. Ìjà obìnrin ò ń ṣe gbàgbús kó bu ìjà obìnrin orí orúnkún, ìjà obìnrin ìwà rere, ìjà obìnrin kò ti mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣe. Make up your mind. You are dangerous. Obìnrin ẹ jẹ́ n fún yín lé example obìnrin kan. Ṣẹ́rí mo máa ń sọ nǹkan kan, àwọn obìnrin kan ti gbé ìgbésí ayé tá ti kà nípa wọn tí màmá sọ fẹ́mi pé èmi lè ka tó obìnrin yìí òun ò rí nǹkan kan kà ó dẹ̀ lu àlùyọ ó stand out. Some of you don't understand. You are lazy. You are mentally lazy, emotionally lazy, psychologically lazy, financially lazy, mentally lazy. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe wá nìyẹn. Pé ẹjọ́bìnrin ò ní pé kẹ́ ẹ dídìrín tàbí kẹ́ ẹ yọ̀dẹ̀. Kẹjọ́bìnrin kò sọ pé kẹ́ jẹ́ aṣẹ́wó àbólóṣó. No. Apá alápò obìnrin á sanra. Tóbìnrin bá pinnu lọ́kàn rẹ̀ pé kíní máa work. Ayé àwọn ọmọ mi á da. Ọkọ mi á dúró ńjọ́ kan á pè mí ní ẹni ìbùkún. My children will rise to call me blessed. My husband will stand up and say, try. Ìwọ náà ló lè ṣe. Life does not award a woman at the beginning. No. You guys need to understand that. Life can never award a woman at the beginning. Life does not award a woman at the beginning. A woman is a builder. A wise woman builds. It is when tí lè bá fine tán lè máa tó sọ pé ẹni tó kọ́lé ikọ́. Tí lè ò báyìí tí fine wọn ò tí kọ́ tán. A woman is a builder. A woman is a bricklayer. Nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn. Kò sẹ́ni tó ń lọ site tó clean. When you are building, you are ugly. When you are building, you are sweating. When you are building, you are strained, you are stretched, you are crying. But tó bá dọ̀bẹ̀ tán, tó dodindi, ìwọ ló máa jókòó, tó máa jẹun. Some of you women, when I talk like this, mọ̀ pé tara yín mò ń sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ calm down. Kẹ́ má máa ṣe kàn, kẹ́ má ṣe wọ́nranwọ̀nran, kẹ́ má ṣe jálajàla. Tí yín mò ń sọ fún yín, kò yé yín. Ṣẹ́rí, ẹ jẹ́ n sọ àṣírí ńlá kan fẹ́yìn obìnrin léni again. Ṣẹ́rí tí obìnrin bá di ilé ẹ̀ mú, tó bá di ayé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ mú, tó bá yẹ ọkùnrin yẹn rẹ̀ á wálẹ̀, á fẹ́ wálé padà. Have you noticed? Ask yourself. Tẹ́ bá ti rí àwọn the first 25 years ló máa ń hàn bóyá ìgbéyàwó máa work. Báwo ló dẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣẹ́rí tí àwọn ọmọ bá ti lọ tán, tọkùnrin yẹn ti lọ bí orí tán ṣọ́ngi, ìwọ tó ní sùúrù, tó lè farada, tó lè forí tì, tí ìwọ náà bẹ́ síta, tó lọ ṣe tiẹ̀, tó náà lọ ṣe tiẹ̀, tí gbogbo ẹ ṣe jágajàga. Ńgbò bá ya tán bá ti ń dàgbà, wọ́n wá máa bọ̀ ńlé, wọ́n wá máa crawl bọ̀ ńlé. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti la hypertension tàbí tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ èdè ro àrò kó tó padà wá kí wá lè rí ẹ. Tí n bá ń sòótọ́ fún yín ẹ máa gbọ́. Men, they will still come back. Ngbọ̀n bá dẹ̀ máa fi padà dé yẹn, àwọn máa ti wọ́n á ti máa gun private jet, wọ́n á ti gun mọ́tò tó dáa. Wọ́n ní màmí ẹ má wọrí, màá tọ́jú yẹn, ṣàjẹ́ àṣàánú wọn, kí la fẹ́ ṣe bórúkọ wọn là ń jẹ́, ṣe bí bàbá wa ni. Nígbà tí wọ́n bá ti wá ya wèrè tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ di alárùn ọpọlọ kalẹ̀. When I talk like this, you better listen. Ẹ máa bú mi tẹni tó bá tún bú mi nínú gbogbo yín, mo tẹ̀ ti block woman yẹn náà, kò lè rí mi bá sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Torí access is a privilege. Tó o bá mọ nǹkan, wàá jókòó, wàá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, wàá fẹ́ mọ nǹkan ni, kì í ṣe pé wàá máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí ara ìwà yẹn náà ló tún bá yín dórí rédíò tẹ́ fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi lórí rédíò pé mo máa wà gbogbo yín àwọn ọkùnrin rẹ máa ń support. Ta ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀? Mi ò support ọkùnrin. Ọjọ́ iwájú yín mò ń support. tó bá yá àwọn ọkùnrin gan bí mo ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ á ti yé wọn pé obìnrin yìí ó ń kọ́ àwọn obìnrin lọ́gbọ́n ni, obìnrin yìí ó ń kọ́ àwọn obìnrin ní ẹ̀kọ́ ọjọ́ ogbó, obìnrin yìí ó ń jẹ́ káwọn obìnrin mọ̀ wípé kìràkìtà ó dọ́là, kò yé yín ni, ọmọbìnrin yìí ó ń kọ́ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè ní àlàáfíà dọ́jọ́ ogbó. Ṣé tá ọkàn yín bá balẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ fi kanra àkùrọ̀ tálá, tẹ́ ẹ̀ jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ yín kọ́ máa regret pé kí ló dé báyìí, mommy calm down, daddy calm down, tí wọ́n wá ní ẹ̀yin má worry, bàbá ẹ má yẹ kí bàbá yín bínú, ẹ ṣáà má worry, ẹ já máa ṣe dáadáa fún wọn. Kò easy fún daddy náà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní support ọkùnrin yẹn, ọmọ ẹ ọkùnrin á wò pé wow, ìyá níyá mi tó support daddy. Ọmọbìnrin á wò pé tí n bá délé ọkọ mi ní ṣọkọ mi báṣabàṣa torí màmá mi ò ṣọ daddy báṣabàṣa. Ẹ̀dẹ́ rí o, mo sọ fún yín pé ọmọdé lọkùnrin, there is a kid in every king. Mo ṣe sọ pé àwọn lórí yẹn àkọ́kọ́ ọkùnrin ní ẹ̀rù, there is a fear in the heart of every man. Báwo máa ṣe successful, báwo mo ṣe máa make. Ọkùnrin kan send voice note sí mi lénìí, bóyá a máa gbọ́ ó lóun ń try, ó ní bọ̀ tí iṣẹ́ ò lọ déédéé. Ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ pé ayé tá a wà yìí kò wá male or masculine friendly. Nǹkan tí obìnrin bá lọ báyàn fún á tètè rí gbà lọ́wọ́ obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ ju ọkùnrin lọ tó bá lọ bọ́kùnrin ẹgbẹ́. Gàgà tó bá tún wá lọ bá ọkùnrin, ọwọ́ kan ló máa gbà. How many men will go out for favour and they will be favoured before a woman? So every man is afraid of tomorrow, afraid of success, afraid of failure. You don't know how many men, maybe because I'm a mother of boys or men, ló ṣe jẹ́ kọkùnrin yé mi. The need of a man is much. A man needs to be sure. If you understand how men are thinking, the way men are, you will do everything to support every man around you. Ṣé wá rí ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti dùn mí sí ni pé ṣe rí ẹ̀yin obìnrin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ wípé tẹ́ bá ti mọ̀ pé ọkọ yín ẹ ti bí ọmọ obìnrin, ẹ ti bí ọmọ ọkùnrin, ṣe rí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ti bímọ ó yé mi, bó ṣe rí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti bímọ ọkùnrin tẹ́ ẹ ti bímọ obìnrin ẹ tún ayé yín tò. Kí mo sọ ẹ tún èrò ayé yín pa. Àgàgà yín tẹ́ ṣì kéré tẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe ìgbéyàwó. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ yín tẹ́ kéré tẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe ìgbéyàwó. Èmi máa ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, you know why? Torí pé mo mọ̀ wípé àwọn kan ti dẹja gbígbẹ, irú àwọn tó ń bú mi sí wọ́n ti dẹja gbígbẹ, wọn ò ṣe ká. But ẹ̀yin ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹ̀yà máa gbọ́ràn dáadáa. Mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan tí ọkùnrin nílò fún yín o. Àwọn nǹkan tí ọkùnrin nílò, nǹkan àkọ́kọ́ tí ọkùnrin nílò mo ti sọ o, ó nílò supportive wife. Obìnrin tó máa sọ pé ṣé ká ṣe báyìí. Ṣe rí ngbà mi táwọn ọkùnrin bá stubborn, obìnrin kan déédéé sọ fún mi sí pé ìyá Adetuberu mọrú ọkọ tí mo ní gbọ́ mi. Ẹ̀gbọ́n náà ṣé mọ̀ pé mo sọ pé obìnrin 5 ló wà láyé ọkùnrin kọ̀ọ̀kan. Báwo làwọn àlè ṣe ń gbọ́rọ̀ sálè lẹ́nu? Wọ́n feel safe ni. When a man feels comfortable in a place, he will listen to your wisdom. Ṣòdì tó bá ti jẹ́yàn tó yẹ pé ó máa ń jiyàn ni. Some women can argue. Àbò jẹ́yàn tó yẹ pé negative ló máa ń rí ṣá. Reason tí ò fi ṣe nǹkan tí ò lè ṣe báwo ni ò ṣe jẹ́ kó ṣe negative. Ta ló fẹ́ wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó máa sọ pé nǹkan kan ò ṣe. Ẹni tó sì ń doubt pé bóyá ó ṣe bóyá kò ṣe. He's still doubting his belief. He's still doubting his trust. He's doubting his convictions. He's doubting his trust in what he wants to do. You now come and say, kò lè ṣe. Ó máa cut ẹ off ni. Ìdí nìyẹn tí most men ò kì í ṣe ń finú tán ìyàwó wọn ni wọ́n ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ fún wọn torí pé kí ni wàá fún ní 1001 reasons for that thing not to be possible. So what do you want him to do? He will look for somebody that will say, ẹ jẹ́ á try no bóyá ó ṣe. That is why I teach every woman, shut up if you don't have anything to say. Àgàgà tí ọkùnrin bá ń drive. Driving means ó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan, ó fẹ́ dà nǹkan, ó fẹ́ jẹ nǹkan. Tọkùnrin bá ti ṣe gírí. Ó ní nǹkan tó ń tì í, ó ní nǹkan tó ń fà. Yorùbá ní téèyàn bá réyàn tó ń sá tí nǹkan ò bá lé ó ń lé nǹkan. Tẹ́ bá ti rẹ́ni tó ń sá lọ ìzádà kó máa lé nǹkan àbí kí nǹkan máa lé. Tó bá ti mọ̀ pé nǹkan ń lé ọkùnrin kì í ṣègbà yẹn ló máa ní kò ṣeé ṣe. Lọ sórí àdúrà, fi àdúrà sọ pé kò ṣeé ṣe. As a woman, your husband knows that he can trust you with anything. He can bring ideas. Yìí tó bá ní fi àánú ẹ̀ ó máa listen tó bá ní kó má ṣe torí òun náà ò fẹ́ ṣàṣedànù. Bó ṣe rí tó bá ti rí pé my wife is always disagreeing, not supportive, ó máa gbé information gbẹ̀yìn ẹ lọ ni. Ìta ló ti máa gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ará àta ló máa sọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ fún ẹ, and it's not supposed to be. If you get yourself into a place where your husband will not be comfortable sharing his heart with you, ó ti lọ. Mo sọ fún yín pé obìnrin 5 ló wà láyé ọkùnrin kọ̀ọ̀kan. Àkọ́kọ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀, èkejì ẹ̀gbọ́n àbúrò ẹ̀ obìnrin, ìkẹta àjòjì obìnrin, ìkẹrin ìyá ẹ̀, ìkarùn ọmọ ẹ̀ obìnrin. Ṣé rí àwọn àjòjì obìnrin yẹn wọ́n gbọ́n. Mo máa ń pè wọ́n ní ajẹ́kọ́mọ́ tà, jẹ́ kó ṣòwò, jẹ́ kó jèrè, má jẹ́ okòwò délé. Àwọn yẹn ò kí ń bá wọn jà. I want you to understand something. Men have fears. I've said it before. Do you know? Let's start with your young adults, male children. Notice pé àwọn ọmọ yín ọkùnrin wọn kì í tètè catch up ní school bí ọmọbìnrin. Kì í ṣe àgbàlagbà nìkan. Most men, by the time your female child is coming out, maybe 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd in class, your male child will be 7, 8, 10. Sometimes on my class. Because there's so many things that fight them. Actually, from the book of Genesis, Lọ́lọ́run sọ pé wọ́n máa sweat. And sweat, different from ease. When a man is sweating to achieve, is laboring to achieve, is different from obìnrin wọ́n ti parí garden, wọ́n ti ṣe everything. Ó kàn wá síbẹ̀, ó kàn wá ń gbádùn ni. Men struggle with identity. Men struggle with success. Most men, oh God, they go through so much pain that if their wives are not careful, that's why we have a lot of adultery, infidelity now in marriage. Most times men used to wonder, kí ló bá mi débi, kí ni mi plan ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. I didn't plan to commit adultery. I didn't plan to cheat on my wife. Most men, I'm not talking about men that are addicts. Addiction is different from having a fling. Addiction is different from mo wà vulnerable. Obìnrin kankan wà ńbẹ̀, ó kàn help me. Ó dẹ̀ di pé I was emotionally attached to each other. When my wife at home is not getting along with me, she's always judging me. She's always saying things that will pull me back. They are two different things. So when we are dealing with addiction, we are dealing with men that have sexual struggle, that whether they have when they have their wives at home, they can still have sex with different women all over the place. It's different from a man that has made up his mind to be godly, to be holy, to be a man that will be a man, one wife, one woman, and yet all of find that in adultery or in infidelity is different. So that's why you see most men falling into the hands of a woman that gives them attention, gives them love, give them care, just give them ears, listening ears, listening hearts. Do you know something? I was telling someone recently, I said, let your husband have mental orgasm in relating with you. Let him feel high relating with you. Let him have the feelings he has when he's having sex with you in his mind. You'll be indispensable. Massage his ego. Make him feel special. Make him feel like a king in his kingdom. Let me share this with you. You know, I did a statistics of men. I had to do a survey, and I want to read it to you so that you understand what I am saying here, that this is beyond somebody is thinking. I asked, how many men feel insecure in their abilities and think that other people think like that about them? Between age 14 and 17, 53%. Between the age of 18 and 20, 44%. Between the age of 21 and 70, 71%. Meaning that if a woman is not supporting her husband, massaging his ego, making him feel important and special, he will never achieve anything. he will not achieve. He will operate and achieve below his capacity as a man. That is scary, man. He will operate. Now, tí o bá ti marry, ló ṣe ń bọ́ sí 53%, 43%. Tí o bá ti marry, ṣẹ́ríjọ́ tó bá marry, tó bá ti rẹ́ni tó máa fẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣì ń kọ́ tẹ́ gbọ́ mi o, tó rẹ́ni tó máa fẹ́, tó wá jẹ́ ẹni yẹn pessimist ni, elérò kúkúrú ni, ó máa ro nǹkan mọ́lẹ̀, ó máa rẹ̀ nǹkan mọ́lẹ̀, ó máa rìn nǹkan mọ́lẹ̀ ni. By the time he's 71 or 80, wàá rí pé kò lè perform mọ́. Now look at another survey. I try to perform well and I look as competent as possible. When inside I'm always not sure that I know what I'm doing and I'm concerned about others' opinion of me. Can you imagine? Look at the statistics. Age 14 to 17, 47%. 18 to 20, 56%. 20 to 70, 71%. Men feels that they are not performing well. They look competent but they don't feel competent. They feel that when they are inside of them they are struggling, but outside they are not sure if you will believe them or not, and what people say about them affects their abilities to perform. No, you know what? Imagine if you have a husband or you have a son. It's a jatu for currency. To ra won ti yari fún mi báyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá àwọn ọmọ yín. The moment you keep shutting your son down, olódo, ọ̀dẹ̀, wàbúrò ẹ, wẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ, ṣe dáadáa, you are finishing that man. Because men, apart from words getting to every human being, men alone, they have struggles. And that is why the Men College of Ministry, we are resuming on the 13th of August 2022. You better register. You must understand your battle, purging your family tree, knowing your wife, understand. Listen, èyàn lè gbé driver seat ayé ẹ̀ léyàn lọ́wọ́ o. You cannot continue to let a woman who does not even know what to do to rule your life, control your life, affect your success, affect your generation, affect your business. You don't want to do that. So you need to know better to live better. We are resuming the Men College of Ministry on the 13th of August 2022. Do everything to be there. Send me a text. Follow me on Instagram. My handle is funkeadetuberu. My YouTube channel is funkeadetuberu. Go there and listen to other episodes. Subscribe and like my YouTube channel. I'm not going to pick calls today, but I'm going to accept you to send me text. Please don't call me. Send me a text on this number 080-232-42389. I'm not taking calls because it's better to take all you can all you take. Sit on the can to open the can when you can. There's so much we are learning. If I allow calls to come in, it's going to just, maybe I'll spend like 30 minutes, but now we have more than enough time to take note, to record, to go back. If you miss any of the episode, maybe you are just coming in now, go back to my records or on Instagram, on YouTube. My channel is Funke Adetuberu. Go there, subscribe and like and enjoy the wisdom that is coming from here. Listen to me very carefully. The moment as a man you notice that you have never been encouraged in this life by your mother, by your sister, by your wife, by your strange woman, come and receive help. Because listen, it will not be fair for you as a man to die unsung and be buried unmourned, to die with potentials on the inside of you. Now, you know the challenge men have also, they have competition with other guys. They compete with other men. And when there is competition, those who compete, they are not complete. What they do when they compete is they now try to fix anything that cannot be fixed. That's why they are in cults. That's why they have to join different cults. That's why they have to go to club. That's why they have to, carry women, go do drugs. They have to do something. Why? Because there is a problem of inner battle. Inner conflict is there. The Men College of Ministry will answer all your mind probing questions. It will change you, reorientate you, and cause you to start living the life that is of your dream. A lot of men have dreams, but now they are not living the life of their dream because of what life has thrown at them. Men always feel that somebody is there to judge them. Hey, I need to say this. Men feel that somebody is watching them to judge them. Men are vulnerable to performance. It is so difficult for men not to feel judged and condemned. Even when your husband means good, maybe he went out, bought you 5 clothes, 5 yards of Ankara or lace. The next question is, Elolera, shut up. My dear, Elolera, show yi 2,000 ni wọ́n gbà yín. Don't ever say it again. Jẹ́ kó gbà. You are judging him. Don't ever judge his judgment. Sherry, àwọn èèyàn kì í mọ nǹkan tó ń separate home. They don't know there is a thin line, something that is breaking home, bringing another woman to your home, messing up your children, causing your husband to beat you. They are nothing but small things. Small things. And you know, because of the way men are wired, men are naturally non-communicative personality or individual. Men don't talk, they don't communicate. When you notice a child, when they are driving, boom, zoom, zoom, boom, 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 zoom, 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 zoom. Men don't express themselves in communication. They talk with non-verbal communication. So you have to be a woman that is careful, sensitive, intuitive, perceptive, to be able to understand what is in the mind of that man. The only thing is, you begin to see actions and reaction. He will keep quiet, he will bottle up, he will not say what he wants to say, he will just be acting monosyllably. And when a man begins to feel judged by his wife, he's going to look for another woman. When a man is feeling judged by his friend, he's going to change friends. Have you noticed most men don't have intimate friends? I've been able to analyze it. Most men don't have intimate friends. They don't have people they open their hearts to. They don't have people they are vulnerable to, because they don't want to be judged. I've seen men that are struggling with their sexual life to just open up to their mentor and say, Ogami, mentor me, bye. They will not be able to say it because of the fear of being judged. And that is why most men stay longer in addiction than women. Ṣé mo pa wo obìnrin tá bá ti débi kan lágbájá nǹkan bá ń dùn mí o ọwọ́ tó bá ń dùn èèyàn kì í fi pamọ́ o jẹ́ ń sọ fún ẹ tó bá tiẹ̀ máa ṣòfófó mi tó bá máa rojọ́ mi fáwọn èèyàn máa sì sọ fún ẹ náà. Men are never wired like that. If you have a man that opened up his heart to tell you about his struggle, do it as if they gave you diamond and gold to possess, because a man will never open his heart to any woman he does not trust. You know, Proverbs 31 says, the heart of her husband trusts her. She doesn't have to be spoiled. Meaning that every man can give his manhood to any woman, but his heart does not stay with every woman. And that is why you will see a man is having side chick, he's committing adultery, say, to ba je ki ìyàwó mi gbọ́, ìyàwó mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́. He will hide it, hide the password, keep the picture, keep the gbogbo picture, naked picture, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń yà sí ẹ wàá gbé pamọ́, because you know where your heart is, but your brain, your manhood is somewhere else. That is how men are behaving. So when you have the privilege of understanding a man, how they behave, they don't expose secret, because the secret makes them vulnerable, makes them gullible. Now, I'm saying something here. As a woman, as a man, if you want help, please make sure you develop your spouse. Invest in your wife. Let her have a mentor. Push her to a mentor, a workable mentor, not just ordinary person. Push her to someone that can help her to make her a better woman. You know what the Bible says? He said a husband presents his bride to himself as a church without spot or wrinkle. You present your wife to yourself, meaning that you make your wife to be capable, useful for you, so that when you fall, it will not be obvious. If you don't invest in your wife mentally, emotionally, psychologically, financially, physically, all investments, you are going to lose her to the world, to life, when you have a crisis. Ẹ jẹ́ fún yín lé example kan. Alàgbà kan níjọ́ kan ó lálàá, ó dẹ̀ ti wà lórí ìjọ tó 2000, èrò pọ̀ ńbẹ̀. Ọlọ́run wá fìran kan hàn, òun wà lórí igi tó ga gogoro, ìyàwó ẹ̀ wà nsàlẹ̀ igi yẹn. Ìgbà tó jí ó ní kí leléyìí, eléyìí ti ju àlá lọ, ìran leléyìí. Ló bá lọ gbàdúrà. Ọlọ́run wá sọ fún pé sórí ibi tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ wà yẹn, fà síbi tó wà lókè. Ṣé mọ̀ pé tí èèyàn bá wà lókè, tẹ́ bá wà lókè, tẹ́ súnmọ́ra yín, tí èèyàn yẹn bá ṣubú, ìṣubú yẹn ò ní hàn torí pé á tètè bounce back. But tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá wà ńlẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ níbi ìsàlẹ̀ igi, tí wọ́n wà ń gogoro, tó bá ń jábọ́ báyìí, ó ń bọ̀ ńlẹ̀ ni pọ̀ ló máa jábọ́ pọ̀tọ̀m. But tó bá build ìyàwó ẹ̀ to a little bit to your level, by the time you bring anything, or there's a temptation, there's a blackmail, somebody says something, somebody did something, àwọn èèyàn kàn dẹ́yẹ fún ẹ láì ṣe pé lóòótọ́ wọ́n parọ́ mọ́ ẹ. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ní my dear, don't worry, we'll bounce back, it can be done, we will achieve, we'll be fine. Ló bá tán. Bàbá ò pé wow. So any mental investment, emotional investment, spiritual investment, whatever you do to present your wife to yourself is not a waste. It's an investment. She will help you to manage your emotions. She will help you from a strange woman. Torí pé a ti mọ weakness ọkọ ẹ̀. Most women don't even know the weaknesses of their husband. The one they know, or the ones they know, they use it to gossip. They use it to fight. They use it to keep malice. They use it to hate. They use it to talk. That's not how to do things. Please, ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi lénìí, tẹ́ bá ti gbọ́ pé mo sọ̀rọ̀ Women College of Ministry, pẹ́rẹ́ fún resumption is an investment to your wife. Invest in them. Now listen. Àwọn ọkùnrin ojú ń wò wọ́n. Wo culture ti kó bọ́kùnrin, tradition kó bọ́kùnrin, religion kó bọ́kùnrin, culture ó kó bá ọkùnrin. Tó bá ti ń bí ọmọkùnrin báyìí, náà ti máa sọ pé so business and songs. Ẹ gbọ́ ṣe rí so enterprising or so company as daughters is always as sons. Tó bá ti jọkùnrin báyìí, tó bá ké, don't cry, why are you crying like a girl, you are a man. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ń pa àwọn ọkùnrin ni, ẹ jẹ́ kán ní normal life. They are not growing mentally healthily. Ẹlòmíì àwa máa dira, a máa fúnra pọ̀, cover up, mask. A máa wò abẹ́ ẹ̀kú eégún ló máa jókòó sí for life. You know what Paul said? He said, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe mi ò ṣe, nǹkan tí mi ò fẹ́ ṣe ni mò ń ṣe, ta ló máa gbà mí? Who is going to help me? Ó pariwo síta. Ó ní there is a law warring in my system. Kọ̀kan ní mi lára, ara ní mi, ara ń ro mi. Kì í ṣe physical lára, ọkàn ni. When you raise a child, a male child, making them to believe that they have to be macho, they have to be achiever, they don't have to be human, they must not cry, they must not show headache, they must not show stomach ache, they must not say if anything is wrong with them. You are giving their wives problem. Your parents gave you problem. You are giving your wife problem. You are raising your son also like that. Please change. Don't miss the Men College of Ministry. It's an eye-opener for any man that wants to be free from this bondage of manhood. Because sometimes manhood is bondage. Most women don't know. wọ́n kàn máa ń wo àwọn ọkùnrin ó yẹ tẹ́ bá tiẹ̀ mọ bí tó tẹ́ bá mọ bí tí bàtà ti ń tọ ọkùnrin lẹ́sẹ̀. A woman will deal with her husband with compassion, with mercy, and magnify his strength. Nǹkan tán kan ṣoṣo tán bá ṣe tó bá dà báyìí wàá ti ṣe bí pé ó ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. You are motivating them, you are helping them. I know men are enjoying this program. Somebody said kò yẹ kó jẹ́ Shematters. She matters ni. Anything tẹ́ bá pè mo kàn mọ̀ pé arán mi sí ìran mi mo dẹ̀ ń jíṣẹ́ ta arán mi. Yorùbá dẹ̀ lẹ́ni tó bá rányàn ṣẹ́lẹ̀ yóò máa ń bẹ̀rù. Èyàn ò kí ń bẹ̀rù ẹni tí a máa jẹ fún. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that has taken time to listen from the depth of your heart today. You've taken time to hear my heart, hear what I'm saying. I want to appreciate all the amazing people at the studio. Pelumi, thank you for being there all the time. I want to say a very big thank you to Dr. Yinka Efele for creating this platform for everyone to be able to learn wisdom and take all they can, to can all they can take, to sit on the can, to open the can when they can is a privilege. Please don't forget, follow me on Instagram. My handle is funkeadetuberu. If you missed this episode or maybe you are just listening, just go to my YouTube channel. Funkeadetuberu is my handle. Like it and subscribe and listen. Once again, thank you so much. You have a question, you have something bothering you, send me a text or a voice note or a WhatsApp to the number 080-232-42389. 080-232-42389. I will say the last time, 080-232-42389. I'll see you next week.